Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Secret Files Tunguska. We seem to have made it to Oleg's house, and I'm not entirely too sure what we're doing here, but I guess that's what I'm here to find out, so let's have a look at the phone booth.
A relic from long ago, before everyone had cell phones.
Maybe it's a time machine.
I wouldn't know who to call, and even if I did know who to call, why am I paying exorbitant basic rates for my cell phone if I don't use it?
So then why give me the option of looking at it? There's a garbage
A
bag.
blue trash bag, hopefully unused.
I guess we need it for something. We don't have enough garbage yet. Maybe I can sort of use it to stuff all my other garbage in. Is that how it works? I mean, look at all this crap. Look at all this crap. What am I supposed to do with it?
My motorcycle.
I'm assuming I don't need to go anywhere. I guess I'm gonna have a look around the house. There's a door. There's also a back way. I guess we're gonna try the door first, not be a creep. Is probably a good idea. Why is there a nail just jutting out of the door? Or the frame? Oh, there's another one. Huh. Can we just sort of ring the doorbell? Like a normal person. How you doing? Hey, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you Oleg Kambersky?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm Nina Kalinkov.
Yeah? And?
Yeah, okay. You know my father, Vladimir Kalinkov, and I thought you...
I don't know any Vladimir Kalinkov. And now, if you'll excuse me, please.
Huh.
Phooey, that wasn't very successful. I hope for the biggest break in the search for my father, and that guy doesn't even let me speak. Did I say something wrong? Or exactly the right thing?
I mean, you didn't really have a chance to say much of anything, so... Can we just keep pestering the man?
I don't imagine he'll open the door again when he sees me.
I see. Okay, so now that we have the basic formalities out of the way, we can sort of start being classic adventure game creep. There's a feeding dish.
A sweet little food bowl for our furry friends.
Oh, does he have a cat? I guess he does. He has a cat flap.
Pets can get in and out through that thing.
I'm not gonna start randomly feeding the cat. Maybe I should have a look around first. Not too sure. I mean, the cat might actually eat the pizza because the pizza has like fish on it, doesn't it? I hope you can't hear that. I was sort of stirring my coffee. What do we have here? More random garbage?
A broom handle. But it could be a handle from a shovel, too.
Whatever it is, now it's mine. Fantastic. He seems to have the place pretty much on lockdown, which is not ideal, but we can have a peek inside, it seems.
The guy is hectically making phone calls. Does that have something to do with my visit? If only I were a fly on the wall in his office. Oleg is still on the phone, and he's not exactly leaving the impression that he's relaxed. The food and water bowls for the pet in the middle of the kitchen. Very hygienic.
I kinda got the sense that this guy was my dad's friend, so I can't really imagine a reason why he would antagonize me.
Looks like this Kambersky guy is a hobby gardener. Even his garden hose is green.
And that being said, there's actually not that much to play around with either, which is curious. The only thing I can really think of is to feed the cat. Wait, I saw a cat. There is a cat. Did I not just see a cat? Am I going mad? Yeah, there is a cat. Look at you.
Cats. Little hairy beasts that just sleep and eat.
Oh, come on. They sometimes cuddle as well. Or eat your flesh. You know. Can we sort of feed...
Cats. Little hairy beasts that just sleep and eat.
Can we sort of feed a little bastard?
I'm finally gonna get rid of this stinky stuff. And the cute little fuzzball will probably even like it.
Yeah, but the question is, how does that help us?
Cats. Little hairy beasts that just sleep and eat.
What am I supposed to do with you? I guess I'm gonna try a few things. I'm a bit lost.
I should fasten my cell phone to the cat somehow.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. I should fasten my cell phone to the cat. What? What? How? Oh. Oh, I think I get it. I'm not gonna say anything, in case I'm wrong. And in case you guys don't get it. But we'll see.
Now I can tape my cell phone almost everywhere.
Yeah. So we tape it to the cat, just because.
The cell phone's camera function is on. A rare example of the European roaming dictaphone. Now I just need to somehow lure the cat into the kitchen.
Can we sort of take the pizza?
Yummy. Cold pizza with stinky tuna fish.
How do we get the cat back inside? Do we put some salt on the pizza?
That should make our little pussycat real thirsty.
We actually can. That was a wild guess. We're heading deep into adventure game territory now.
Wonderful, it worked. Oleg is still on the phone, and the cat will be drinking for a while. And hopefully recording the conversation. I love it when a plan comes together.
That is quite ludicrous, and I do love it. But do I need to get the cat back outside now? Or what's going on?
This phone tap idea could get me a job with the Secret Service.
Yeah, perhaps.
Oleg is still on the phone, and he's not exactly leaving the impression that he's relaxed.
I kind of get the sense I need to get the cat back outside now, but how? Maybe, just maybe, I have a wild hunch. Can I call my phone with this phone? Takes a while for Nina to sort of walk over, but that's fine.
Let's see how the cat reacts to my cell phone's vibrate mode.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, that actually sort of makes sense. The whole cell phone on the cat thing is a bit wild, but everything else sort of makes sense.
Oh, great.
No.
The cat is up in the tree, and my cell phone is stuck up there in a crotch of the tree. How am I supposed to get to it?
Can we perhaps call the fire
I
department?
wouldn't know who to call, and even if I did know who to call, why am I paying...
Can we use a broomstick? Would it be that easy?
I can't reach it.
Sure you can. Use the broomstick.
I could reach the cell phone with that, but if it drops those 5 meters or so, it's probably not going to be much good to me either, is it?
So I guess we need to find a way to catch it? Do we have something soft? Can we combine the plastic bag with the broomstick? No. That might have made sense in a different universe, but apparently not. Do I still do something with the cat?
I have to correct my statement about cats. Besides sleeping and eating, They also climb trees at the most inopportune times.
That they do. That they do.
There's a number on this note. My father.
So, I guess I need to find a way to drop the cell phone without destroying it. Not super sure how. Am I supposed to use the garden hose? I wouldn't know how or why, but I guess we don't need a pizza anymore. At the very least. I mean, this would make sense, right? Attach the plastic bag. Can we use the plastic bag on the cell phone? No.
Looks like this Kambursky guy's.
Okay. I put some water in the porcelain bowl.
The bowl is half full of water.
Still not too sure how that's supposed to help me, but
I've reinforced the opening of the bag with the bucket's handle.
Oh, that actually sort of makes sense. I see.
I've reinforced the opening of.
So, can I attach this to the pole?
Just a little more tape around it. Yeah, that should do it.
Did you use the tape? I guess you did. Oh, fantastic.
Makeshift brailer.
So, is that gonna be enough? This game's puzzles are interesting, to say the least. They're sort of out there, but still sort of make sense.
That could work.
Sweet.
Wonderful. Let's see if the recording of Oleg's phone conversation gets me anywhere.
Well, that was fairly efficient.
Kalenkov isn't here anymore. No, Tunguska wasn't mentioned, but there wasn't any opportunity to either. Yeah, I just think someone urgently needs to take care of the matter. All right, so you'll call back then. Bye.
Well, that wasn't very productive. Okay, so this is what we have. Someone should be tending to some kind of matter. I hope the matter isn't me. Besides that, something about Tunguska.
Yeah.
There was also something in the mail for Oleg. Maybe I should ask Max about that later.
Yeah, but most importantly, does that mean we are done here?
This thing has all the bells and whistles.
Can we call somebody?
Who should I call?
No. Do I confront the man?
I don't imagine he'll open the...
I guess not, so what do we do now? Can we sort of... Nina was able to record a telephone conversation. Maybe we actually are ready to go back to Max. I have high hopes. I have great hopes. But that would mean that the museum would be open now.
Max Gruber said he'd be back at the museum sometime this evening. I should use the time to get some shut-eye. If my feminine intuition doesn't fail me, I could regret it if I don't.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you can go take a cat nap, that's fine. Wait. What's this place supposed to be? It's like an evil tower of evilness, yeah.
Did you get what I wanted?
Corporate equals evil.
Not yet. We've searched through everything.
As they
but
always do.
haven't found anything.
And Kalenkov?
Still nothing here either. We'll probably have to take other options into consideration.
I don't care what you do, as long as I get results. Don't disappoint me.
Oh, he's a very evil man. All business, no pleasure.
Strange. I feel like I'm always being followed. Even when I came home earlier, for a brief moment, I thought that I saw the face of that Konsky guy in the window. Oh well, most likely it's my nerves. I hope Max heard something from my father.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna go have a chat. I wonder if the janitor is back by now. He doesn't seem to be in his little pleasure corner, at the very least, so... I guess we're gonna go to Max. Nina, please. Nina, there you go. I think we've done everything there is to do here, right? I'm not even sure why I filled the bowl with the aloe vera, but...
The bowl is half full of water.
Yeah, she doesn't even seem to mention that there's aloe vera in there, so...
Hello? Can I interrupt for a moment?
You're not interrupting. On the contrary. Have you heard from your father?
No, unfortunately not. And last night I was attacked.
Yeah, it's not getting better.
Attacked? Are you hurt?
No, nothing to worry about. But it must be because of something important. Do you really have no idea what it could be?
No, He's been under a lot of stress in the last few days, but that's happened before. Looking back, there are plenty of ways to interpret it, but especially conspicuous? No, not really.
That's a shame. Yesterday evening you offered me your help. Does the offer still stand?
Yeah, man.
But of course. My name is Max, by the way.
Nina. But you know that, don't you?
So, ask away.
Okay, so I guess the man's a bit open to conversation now. Do you know anything about Tunguska, for starters?
In the last few hours, I've heard the name Tunguska several times. Do you know anything about it?
Do you mean that Tunguska catastrophe
1908?
from 1908?
Yes, could be.
At the beginning of the last century, something exploded there. The destruction must have been enormous, but even today nobody really knows what happened back then. Your father once took part in an expedition to Tunguska, but you probably know that, don't you?
If I
He
knew...
never really spoke much about what he used to do. After my mother's death, he never wanted to speak about his work in Russia anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It was a long time ago. She was killed in a traffic accident. Shortly after that, we came to Germany. I think my father simply wanted to leave all of that behind him.
And your father never spoke about his work in Russia? Didn't you ever ask him?
No. He asked me never to ask him again, and I kept my word, despite being very interested at times.
Well, I know a little more about it.
So what do you know?
In 1908, an unidentified object went down over the Siberian taiga. A huge area was completely destroyed by the shockwave and a wall of fire. The shepherds who lived there, the so-called Evenk, were either hurled through the air or burnt. There are
Damn.
hardly any survivors to witness
That
it.
sounds brutal.
Several expeditions were started to find out the cause of this catastrophe, but despite all their efforts, no clues or any evidence was found that was at all helpful. And in time, several fantastic theories arose, from a meteorite colliding with Earth, to the appearance of an unknown type of energy, to the explosion of a spaceship. And off the top of my head,
And nobody
that is
thought
about everything that I
that
can
it was
tell
just,
you
you
on the
know, a
subject.
bomb.
But somewhere in the archive, I still have a few articles over the Tunguska phenomenon lying around. Shall I go and get them?
Yes, that would be sweet
That
of
would be
you.
nice.
Oleg spoke about it, and I read one of my father's mails to him. There was also something about it in there. Maybe it will bring me a little further.
Okay, I just have to get a few small things done here, and then I'll have a look around the archive.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but before you do, have you seen Eddie?
Yesterday evening, Eddie was mumbling something about people in black robes. I didn't take him very seriously at first, because his description was, let's say, a little strange. But I spoke to a little girl today who saw something similar last night. She even took a photo of the men in black robes. Unfortunately, there is not very much to see, but I'll certainly speak to Eddie about it again. Do you know where I can find him?
No, I have no idea. I haven't seen him all day. He's probably crept away somewhere quiet to think about it all.
Yeah, think.
You mean he's
Wink.
drinking again?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Unless...
Unless...
what?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing? Come on out with it, tell me.
Well, if those strange men in black noticed that he was watching them...
You mean they came back?
I don't know. At the moment, I have no
And
idea
you're
what
still
is actually
here.
happening here.
Well, this is something we have in common.
This man's like chilling, while people are being kidnapped left and right. What a lad. I guess he doesn't consider his work important enough to actually be whisked away, but then again, you know. I guess neither was Eddie's? Who knows. Can you tell us more about the diadem?
I found this piece.
LA60
sorry about that.
AK19AL? That sounds like one of our exhibits. What about it?
No idea. I was hoping that you could tell me that.
Not spontaneously, but I can go and get the item.
Yeah.
The note with the description of the diadem is missing, but you just had it in your hand. Well, I don't know any more about it either.
Thanks a lot. Can I take my time to have a look at it?
Of course, but please don't forget to put it back later. Otherwise your father will tear my head off.
If he's still
He
alive.
still can.
Yeah.
Hey, stop thinking like that. We'll find him, I promise.
Okay,
Yes,
good man.
Hopefully. There must be an important reason why Daddy kept a piece of paper with the description of the diadem at home. But what? What is that about the true princess? He used to call me that sometimes. Is it a message to me that I should be able to understand somehow? Think, Nina. Think quickly.
I mean, we don't need to think quickly. We just ought to take our time. Does the man know anything more about Oleg?
Does the name Oleg Kambursky say anything to you?
Kambursky? Oleg Kambursky? No, nothing. Should it?
Unfortunately, I don't exactly know that either.
It sort of sounded for a second that he did. That's a bit weird.
The things out of the archive about Tunguska.
Yes, I'll get going now. But it could take a while until I've sorted through the records.
No problem. I'll wait here.
Can I rifle through your garbage while you're gone? There's not actually that much garbage to click on, apart from the totem.
Looks kind of threatening. That red eye on the totem seems to be following me everywhere I go. I don't even believe in magic and all that stuff, but I find it creepy anyway.
Can we sort of take it?
If I swipe things from Max's office, he certainly won't keep helping me, but I'd like to get rid of this eye.
I'm assuming you can take it with
If
your
I
bare
swipe the-
hands. Can you sort of whisk it out?
So the spoke has now broken off, but that eye now can no longer look at me in that evil way. I can only hope that Max doesn't notice.
He'll be fine, he gets it. We are a lady in grief, and we do some strange things. He's gonna get it. It's
On
fine.
the outside, it seems totally normal, but on the inside, it's ice cold.
That's basically what a refrigerator does, yeah, that's how it works. Witchcraft, that's what it is.
Let's see what we find here.
So, what did you find?
The label is illegible, but judging from the skull and the other symbols, it must be extremely corrosive.
Huh.
Plaster of Paris. The text says to add water and vegetable oil and mix to achieve the desired consistency.
Oh. Okay, so that actually makes sense.
The putty is ready for use.
So we have some putty now. Sure.
On the outside, it's
Is there anything
already been
else?
plundered.
Yeah. There was something else as
There
well.
are 3 stones missing
Yeah.
out of the diadem. It looks rather unspectacular, but it seems to be important for my father.
I know
should
this
find out
one
why.
still. It was like a ruby, emerald, and sapphire. I'm assuming red, green, and blue or purple, something. We already have a red one, so can we sort of put that in?
That thing doesn't fit in there properly. It keeps falling out.
Is that why we need a putty, perhaps?
I hope I know what I'm doing. That diadem has now been robbed of any beauty it once had.
I'm sure we know what we're doing.
Great! It fits!
So now we're still missing 2. This is starting to come together. We still had this, right? Can we sort of put in the acid so to dissolve the rock?
I'll carefully pour the acid over the stone. The acid is doing its work admirably. The stone is beginning to corrode. I'll have to take it out of the acid at the right moment, otherwise the inclusion will go the same way as the rest of the stone.
So, did you do that with your bare hands? An amethyst, that's what it was.
The light is refracted 1,000 times in the amethyst. It's beautiful. No idea why my father didn't remove it from its ugly stone encasement a long time ago.
He was thinking ahead quite some time, wasn't he? He knew that he was going to be part of an adventure game, so he said, you know what? I'm going to let my girl handle this.
Yes, That should hold.
Good man. We're still missing one though.
This must have broken off one of the lights at the construction site. The 3 stones have not been substituted with cheap imitations yet. I'll have to think of how to complete the diadem again. There's a number on this note. LA60. Originally, the 3 largest gemstones in the world had been incorporated into this diadem. On the left, an emerald. On the right, a ruby. And in the middle, an amethyst. My father wrote something on the back.
So we're still missing the emerald, I suppose.
I don't believe for a moment that a yellow glass shard will pass for an amethyst, ruby, or an emerald. Daddy would have to be completely colorblind.
I suppose so. And so would I. I guess we're gonna be on the lookout for an emerald then. I'm still not too sure what I'm supposed to do with the machine.
I think this is where the rock samples undergo the first analysis. I haven't the faintest...
Yeah, me neither.
No, I'm not gonna take this. Your father has to be dead before we'll look for him crap again.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Where the hell am I supposed to find an emerald, though? Am I supposed to do something with the coin case yet?
I don't want to take it along.
Yeah,
I
so
don't want to...
for some reason, we're not really interested in this puzzle yet, so I guess I'm gonna leave it at that.
Looks like...
So where do we find an emerald, then? Now, where in the world am I supposed to find something green? I think I've looked everywhere, so...
Dark blue and very cool.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I've laid both lenses over each other. They now have a green shimmer.
Goddamn. Okay.
I hope that thing is in the right position. As soon as the putty has dried, I'll only be able to get it off with brute force.
We kind of screwed over a supposedly priceless artifact, but...
My replacement jewels are not really beautiful, but then modeling and handicrafts were never my greatest strengths.
Can we sort of put it on now?
I don't think that I can get closer to illumination by wearing the diadem.
Illumination?
There's a number on this note. Originally, the 3 largest... My father wrote something on the back. The diadem will illuminate the real princess, and she will realize that money is not the greatest treasure.
I mean, we've been staring at this light for the entire game, right?
A little illumination into the
Yeah.
darkness.
Okay, I get it now. This game has quite a few subtle hints, so to move you along, it's pretty good.
Whether I'll get any brighter? Wow, it works!
Look at that. It seems to shine right on the plan.
The ray of light points to the escape plan.
Yeah. Can we have a look? I'm glad I sort of got most of my inventory sorted.
Somebody seems to have marked one of the rooms with invisible ink, and it has just been revealed by the colored light beam. I have no idea where this room 8 is located exactly because there's no map key. Although it seems to be one of the rooms that are being renovated.
Can we sort of ask Max about this, or is that not gonna happen? Can we sort of write on it? No. Oh, there he is.
Wow, not bad. I only go away for a few minutes and you transform the museum into a light show.
Hey,
Oh,
don't look at me, it's my dad.
But
That's okay. But what is all this stuff and what does it mean?
I was hoping you'd tell
I don't
me.
exactly know either. But if this riddle really comes from my father, then he must have had an extremely good reason for the whole effort.
Have you found anything out yet?
I'm still working on it. And you?
Do you know anything more now?
Is there anything new on the subject of Tunguska?
Not a lot. Here, I found these 2 articles.
Sweet. So, do you know anything about this room?
The light beam has changed the color of the escape plan on the wall. A room with the number 8 seems to be highlighted. Is that one of the rooms that is currently being renovated?
Yes, and they've been renovating it for ages. The complete substance of this house is, unfortunately, no longer the best, and the workers are having a lot of problems completing the job.
Was there anything special in that room?
Well, no, not really. All of the exhibits from that room are currently stored in my office. Are
Is
you
the number
looking for
8
something
significant
specific?
somehow?
If only I knew.
We can go straight to my office. Maybe you'll find something there to help you out.
Sure.
Come on into my office and we'll have a look at the exhibits from room 8.
Oh, that's just
Have a look around.
the number.
All these things are out of the room that's being renovated.
Do you mind if I sort of screwed your pole? That was not meant as an innuendo, but sure. Let's just move on, never mind.
If I remember correctly from the documentation on the Incas that I have seen recently, these kinds of masks were worn during ritual sacrifices.
I don't particularly think we need to worry about Incas right now.
A pygmy warrior's shield from the year 1687 or 1688 in the region of Asia, or something like that.
That doesn't sound relevant either.
It looks ancient. Although I saw one like these in some Swedish furniture store only last week. I think this one, however, is ancient.
Ah yeah, from the hidden depths of IKEA.
That could be an antique. Unfortunately, that's about all I can say about it.
I don't think you're meant to be an archaeologist or historian, so nobody's gonna hold it against you.
A vase from the Ming Dynasty. I broke one like this when I was a kid.
Jesus. I'm assuming your dad wasn't too happy about that. What about the disc? Oh, this is the calendar.
I think that must be some sort of calendar, but how to read it is what I don't know.
Are we supposed to ask the man? Can we sort of write on it, deface it? Just because. Oh, there's a thing.
A rider? I always thought the Aztecs didn't have horses. Stranger and stranger.
Where are you seeing a rider? It's sort of hard to tell. Can we sort of press
That
it?
thing has obviously just been set in there. It doesn't belong to the relief disc.
Oh yeah, it's just a tiny coin.
I got that thing out of the Aztec relief disc in Max's office. I have no idea whether it is a medal or a coin or what, but the horseman looks like a skeleton.
Okay, I think I know what to do with that, but can we sort of talk to Max first? He doesn't seem too interested in talking. You know what, that's fine then. Let's just go do what we have to do. Why is this still on? Have you guys heard of...
My father was never the picture of organization.
Yeah. Have you guys heard of, like, electricity conservation or something? Yeah, these are the same coins.
The coin seems to complete the set.
But then what? Now I can start moving them.
The note says, and the prince said to the princess, whether vertical, horizontal, or in both main diagonals, make sure that there is never a repeat with...
Never a repeat. I mean, that's fine and all, but I'm sort of assuming that there's multiple solutions, right? Does that mean any will just work? I guess I'm going to give it a go. So we go like that. And then we can sort of switch this one with this one. And this one with this one. And I guess this one with this one? Am I doing this right?
The note says, and the prince said to the princess, whether vertical, horizontal, or in both main diagonals...
Or in
make
both
sure
main
that there is
diagonals.
never a repeat within a line.
I did not do this right.
Does that have something to do with the coins?
So I still need to fix the diagonals somehow. Okay, let's see. Can we sort of rotate? Let me think. If I perform a rotation of the entire thing, and then do the exact same thing here. Pay close attention, kids. This is math at work. I think. Maybe. I'm definitely doing it wrong, though. This one needs to be here, and I need to switch these two, I think. Is this not right? Oh, there's never a repeat. No, I'm still not done. I'm still doing this wrong. Oh, shit. Okay, wow, I suck. So, I guess I'm gonna put this one here. I'm gonna put this one here. Wait, yeah. Can I not just sort of shift the diagonals? So I put this one... This one here. No, that's still not it. So we go like that then. I think that takes care of the big coins. But then what? I guess I can do the same with the smaller coins, just in the mirror thing. Kinda like so and so? Maybe? I think I'm getting close. I'm getting there. Because now I sort of need to switch these, yeah.
Oops, that opened up a trap door. It appears to be some kind of secret compartment. What could my father need one for? It contains documents.
Maybe this is what the guys were looking for.
It has to do with my father's research expeditions. It's written here that in 1958, he was the leader of a secret expedition into the Tunguska region. Apparently after the 1958 expedition, someone in the highest position tried to keep the results secret. It has to do with some strange plant growth. Daddy wanted to continue his research, but all further investigations were prohibited. Then apparently he did travel to the region again himself, only in the company of a certain Manuel Perez and a local guide. That was in 1977.
Is that the
If I
guy that was
understand
missing
this
on the
correctly,
picture?
A lot went wrong on this expedition. Something awful happened to Perez, and both of them were arrested.
Oh, damn.
My father has not been able to find out what exactly happened to him that night, and Perez disappeared without a trace from that time forward. Daddy writes later that here at the latest, he should have realized that human life is always more important than research. What does he mean? Maybe I should
It
ask
takes a
Max.
life to sort of realize
He'd
that.
be able to help me with all the formulae and explain the scientific expressions. And this is a letter from some society in Ireland. But these are just empty pages? I definitely need help. Maybe Max knows something about it all.
Sorry, I still don't have anything.
But how that is connected with my father's disappearance, I don't yet know. But I have found some of his records in a secret compartment. They describe a secret expedition and some very strange events and...
Hey, slow down. I can't follow you that quickly.
The best thing to do would be to come with me to my father's office. I'll show you the records, and then we should perhaps have a look at his filing cabinet.
Okay, let's go.
I told you that I didn't want to see you here again.
Oh, what the hell,
Believe
dude?
me, it really would have been better if you had kept out of it. Now I have no other choice but to...
This is a museum. It's a public place, so stop being a douchebag.
Oleg Kambersky?
Looks like I came just in time. Are you okay?
Yes, I think so. What did the detective want from us anyway?
Are you sure he's
You
detective?
wanna shoot us?
Well, he probably doesn't have his weapon trained on you just for the fun of it. We should get away from here before this guy wakes up.
Sure. I guess Oleg's a good guy after all.
I'm sorry that I was so unfriendly when we first met. For some time now, I've had the feeling that I'm being pursued, and my nerves are shot right now.
I know the
Of
feeling.
course I know your father. To be precise, I have known him for a very long time, and I know him very well. I was with him on one of his expeditions back then. We were in the Tunguska region back then, together with the Cuban Manuel Perez, an Irish biologist whose name I can't recall at the moment, and some assistants. I don't want to get into details regarding the events of the past, but for some reason, someone appears to be very interested right now.
Someone.
I have the
More than
feeling that
one.
not only your father, but I as well am in danger, and possibly all members of that past expedition still living. Of course, I can't prove it, but if I'm not mistaken, the Russian Secret Service, FSB, could be behind it. They
That's
already tried back
not a
then
good
to
thing.
prevent us, and your father in particular, from undertaking further expeditions. You know about your mother?
My mother? Why? What does she have to do with anything?
You know that she died in an accident?
Yeah, I'm assuming it's
Yes,
an
but-
accident.
It is
Wink,
rather
wink.
questionable whether
Yeah.
it really was an accident. You were in the car as well. I was driving behind you when the car suddenly crashed through a bridge railing and plunged into a river. I was barely able to get you out of there. But when I tried to save your mother, 2 of my fingers were torn off. Therefore,
And therefore
Daddy
what?
never told me anything about that.
I'm certain he tried not to burden you with that as well. The 2 of us have already reproached ourselves enough. But enough about the past. Now we have to find your father again. Due to the events of the last few days, I activated a few of my contacts. One of them is Sergei, who is moving in circles which, well, I'd rather not be found anywhere near them. But he knows just about everything that no one is actually supposed to know. According to his information, a research station was built in the Tunguska region decades ago, and now another transport is planned to go there. Supposedly, not all the scientists who are to be transported there are participating voluntarily.
You don't
This
say.
research trip and the disappearance of your dad a few days before its start could very well be linked.
Does that mean my father was kidnapped and is now sitting on a train to Siberia? What do they want from him?
I mean,
Even if
at the very least, that means he's
he
still
hasn't
alive.
been active in research for years. He is still an expert in his field. I am sure that Sergei could help us.
I have to go to Moscow?
I have an airplane.
Sweet.
We could be there in a few hours. I know this is all quite a lot to swallow at once.
Phrasing?
But if your dad is really on that train, we have no time to lose. As soon as he reaches the Tunguska region, we'll barely be able to get him out again. The area around the station is too heavily guarded.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but maybe it is the only chance. So let's go.
It would be good if someone stayed behind.
My Mad Max.
in case
He's
Vladimir does
very
get in touch
unafraid.
after all.
But
Nina, we should go if we want another chance to get there before the train leaves.
I suppose I could have another look at your father's records, but I don't have a good feeling.
Great. Then let's go.
Take good care of yourself, okay?
I'll do my very best. I wish I could.
Yes, me too. Good luck.
God damn, that is indeed quite a lot to take in, to be honest. Girl just wants to check up on her father, now she's on a plane to Moscow. Look at that!
Oh, Oleg didn't tell me you was such a beauty.
God damn it, buddy.
If I had
Don't be a
known that,
creep.
my price would have gone down.
Yes, I'm happy to see you too. You can help me in the search for my father?
Sergei can do a lot of things. Some say Sergei can do everything. But Sergei is Martyr, so let's just stick with Sergei can do almost everything.
Right.
Yes, yes. Modesty honors you.
Good
What can
man.
I do for you?
I thought you knew that.
Sure. But Sergei needs all the information again firsthand. And looking at your mouth and your moving lips.
God damn
Are
it,
you
buddy.
going to help me
Phrasing.
or just gawk?
How does the saying go? One hand washes the other.
Okay. So, my father has disappeared. I only wanted to meet him in the museum where he worked. And as I arrived,
Yeah. Sergei knows that.
then what do you want to know?
What did your father do in the last few weeks? What was he working on? Who was he working for?
How the fuck am I supposed to know? That's kind of
Quite
what I'm trying to
honestly,
figure out.
I have no idea. I have never really spoken to my father to any extent about his work. He tends to hold hour-long lectures about scientific things, and after a few minutes, I tend to fall half asleep.
Yeah, we're
Then
too
at some
cool for
time,
school.
We agreed to leave the subject of work out of our conversations.
Not good. Really not good.
Yes, I know, but it doesn't matter now anyway. But again, I really don't know what it was, or for who he has been working for recently. Besides his work for the museum, he still held lectures and prepared reports. but I can't be any more exact than that. All I know is that in the last few days he seemed a bit unconcentrated, as if he was especially concerned with something. But what that was?
That gets us nowhere. A couple of birdies told me in the last few days that another train is leaving for the Tunguska region today. It has to do with some kind of scientific experiments. What kind exactly, I don't know. But it's not important now. In any case, a few old friends have been reactivated.
You don't say.
Old friends? Reactivated?
Scientists and people who know the area who were in the Tunguska region in the past, they were, well, asked to cooperate.
Gently coerced, yeah.
Some came voluntarily. Others had to be persuaded.
Ah, I understand.
Good. Be that as it may, your father may be with them.
That's
in
good, I
danger?
suppose.
If he doesn't do anything stupid, he won't have any problems normally.
But how are we going to get him out?
We aren't going to get him out at all. But as I've already said, Sergei can do almost everything. An old acquaintance is standing at the side entrance of the train station.
Okay.
He'll take you in and give you a pass and a uniform. As soon as you're on board the train, you should be able to find enough time to look around. The guards on board are usually busy drinking and playing cards during the trip. Oh, and by the way, you're traveling under the name Nina Perkova. Your last name could give you away if your father is actually on
I
board.
guess that makes sense.
So I get in the train, eliminate all the guards, and free my father. Alone? Great plan.
Well, seems fantastic.
Just great.
When you find him, then we'll see how you'll get your father out. Not to worry. Sergei would never leave such a sweet ass hanging.
God damn it, buddy.
Okay, that's a relief then. I'm sorry. I'm
How
a little
old is
bit
she
nervous
even?
about my father.
Probably a bit too
I
young.
really am
Probably a
happy
bit
that you
way
can
too
help
young.
me. Thank you.
That's okay, little one. They don't call Sergei the good soul of Moscow for nothing.
Right.
And don't forget, even if you get information that you don't know what to do with, Sergei can certainly figure it out.
Okay, I'll see what I can find out.
Does that mean I can call you for shit?
Nice weather we're having, isn't it?
Yeah. It's much too nice to sit around out here. Comrade Yushin is taking your shift now. Isn't that nice of him? What? Why?
Come with me. Let's...
What the
Chat.
fuck is going on? Well, that was,
It doesn't seem to be my lucky day today. Was that a coincidence, or did they find out that Sergei bribed one of the guards? In any case, I now have a huge problem. Sergei has gone. My cell phone has no signal here, and I have to get onto the train fast. Nina, it's time for a stroke of genius. I need an idea.
well, we're not off to a great start. But I guess we're gonna have to figure that out next time. We finally arrived at Moscow, straight in the danger zone. And I'll see you guys next time to actually explore the place, I suppose.